Good morning, world. How is everyone? Oh, Aries, that is her cue to start eating. I swear to you, every time I say good morning, world, she hops down or comes running and starts eating her food. It's so funny. All right, let me get my body right before we get our mind right. Happy Tuesday, March 7th. I hope everyone's week is going well so far. I know it's only the second day. I am got a lot going on. And tomorrow is a very filled day as well. So I have all my morning stuff, of course, and then I have my day job, and then I'm getting out a little bit early, 3:30, because I'm going to Amalie Arena to listen to Jordan B. Peterson on his book tour for Beyond Order, 12 More Rules for Life. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. One, I've never done anything like this before. Two, I've listened to hundreds and hundreds, potentially thousands. I'm not good at judging that, but I've been listening to Jordan Peterson for the last 3 to 5 years. His lectures from his Toronto University classroom, his interviews, just hundreds and hundreds of hours. And unless you've actually done that, I don't think that you should judge him in a negative light. I encourage you to listen to him. Read his books. Those are on my to-do list. They're on my Audible list. So those are happening as well. But I recently learned that there are a couple of people that I know that kind of have I haven't had a conversation with them yet, but through being on social media, I did this already. Sorry, looking at my calendar. Kind of comment about, I can't believe you're going to see him or stuff like that. Well, I get it. I get it. Everybody's different. Everybody has different thoughts and opinions and things like that. But I cannot stress enough that if you have not listened to him in more than a few clips or, even you just have you read his books first of all? Like, wow, no, because you hear a few things or you hear some stuff that he says about some different political things that are going on, and then you shut down, right? You shut down and you don't want to hear anything else he has to say, right? It's kind of how it goes. I think, and this is what I do, is that when I reach those moments where I find myself shutting down because I don't like what's being said, I listen harder. Because there's probably something in there that I'm missing, I don't understand, I don't know about myself, something that I need to learn. So I encourage you to do that. Listen harder. Like I said, I've listened to hundreds of hours of him over the last 3 to 5 years, and I assure you there's some sort of misunderstanding going on if you view him in a negative light. All right, so today, Aries, hold on one second, please. No, that's yours. Eat your food. Really? They have the same food. Same food. And she has to eat from Jasmine's bowl. What do you do, Aries? You getting your belly full? Always gotta go over there and eat out of her. Like, I don't know. Very nice to see you hanging out. I really need to take a drink of this. I've been definitely got some stuff going on in my throat and my belly, and I'm hoping that it's allergies, but oof. All right, so for today, Tuesday, March 7th, we need to understand how to choose kindness. And these are two simple sentences. Always choose kindness. The world has enough assholes. What else is there to say? What the hell else is there to say about that, right? Oh my goodness. All right, so we are just moving on to the next page in my Law of Attraction book because, again, I've been reading this book for 4 years, so you're in my 4th year with me. All right, so we'll start at the top. Navigate emotional, cultural minefields. Lack of trust, anger, and resentment soon replace the love and commitment you thought you both shared. If you had a different cultural upbringing, you also may have cultural as well as psychological minefields to navigate. And that will require patience, understanding, and special communication skills. But as Mother Teresa once observed, love is a fruit always in season and within everyone's reach. I like that. Love is a fruit always in season and within everyone's reach. A better understanding of your own core values, beliefs, and attitudes help you refine ideas about what you desire in an ideal mate. Again, we're using the partnership as a basis, but this can be applied to any aspect of life, right? 717. I seen that last night too. I'm going to read this again. I need to read it again. Navigate emotional, cultural minefields. Minefields. Lack of trust, anger, and resentment soon replace the love and commitment you thought you both shared. These are big things. Lack of trust. This in and of itself is like a relationship killer. If you had a different cultural upbringing, you also may have cultural as well as psychological minefields to navigate. And that will require patience, understanding, and special communication skills. I love this, but as Mother Teresa once observed, love is a fruit always in season and within everyone's reach. A better understanding of your own core values, beliefs, and attitudes help you refine ideas about what you desire in an ideal mate. This is true. Also, I was just thinking about my whole vision. I got 18 years with the same person, so I must have done something. My vision, understanding my own core values, beliefs, and attitudes. Beliefs was a big thing, even values, because, again, coming from the first 12 years of my life, I was not really taught values in the traditional sense, if you will. It's not really how I want to say it, but I can't say, I say that because I can't say I wasn't taught values, because I look at my mom, and though there's only a couple of images of my mom that I really have during those first 12 years, I always went to my mom. I can remember one time begging her not to leave, and I think it was, God, it had to be the last 2 years before I told on my dad, between the ages of 10 and 12. But I can remember clinging to her and begging her not to leave. And as hard as that was for her, she had to go to work. She had to go to work. She had to be strong and disciplined and even encouraging, really, to hold what fort we did have down, right? So I can't say I didn't really learn values. I'm assessing all of that still in the writing of my book, and And if it becomes a book, you know, just writing about the first 12 years and things like that. Because I want to look, I've never really looked at the values that I didn't think that I had learned values, or the values that I did learn were not at all good. Like, my life started out, 6 is the age I remember. The memory that I have of that is a very familiar memory. And then other conversation that I've had with my mother, that she had with my grandmother, it did not start at 6. It was going on well into infancy. I'm not sure what level of the abuse, you know, in that, but there was definitely at least the physical abuse. So, you know, you can imagine that my value system was skewed, and maybe even, and I was thinking I didn't think about values because I didn't think I gained any values in this moment when I just talked about my mother leaving and the values I gained from my mother, and why I can't say I didn't learn any values or good values is I just put that all together right now, you know, seeing, you know, so I'm still processing and learning from all of that. But understanding your values and the beliefs is another thing. Like when you talk about limiting beliefs, my limiting belief is huge, heavy. It's not as heavy anymore. Limiting belief is around finance. I come from a very destitute life, you know, those first 12 years. Food was scarce, clothes didn't fit, you know, there were no extracurriculars. Not even close, you know, but again, I'm still learning on the limiting beliefs, and that's just putting it all together, because it's also scattered and scrambled and what have you. And so it's important to understand your values and your beliefs, and as a whole, to be able to have anything of meaning within your life, because otherwise you're attracting and learning, or you're attracting and doing things out of that skewed value or belief system, which is already kind of setting you off you know, I don't want to say off the beaten path, because that could be a good thing, but not, you know, down the you know, down through the valley of the shadow of death, right? I mean, so I'm going to stop now. I got to go do my I ams and my gratitudes. I encourage you to do the same thing. Take 5 minutes, find 5 things that you're grateful for, and really sit in that gratitude. Do it every day. Do it as much as you can. Do it with your kids, your grandkids, your pets, your plants, your food, your spouse. Do it before bed. Just do it every day. Sit in gratitude for a few minutes. Focused gratitude, you know. While you're brushing your teeth, start thinking of the things that you're grateful for that happened in the last 24 hours. I am grateful for my body's amazing powers of healing and rejuvenation, and just being able to keep going. There's something there that just goes past the I feel run down, and I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my immune system. I'm grateful for learning and knowing and learning more and more how to fuel my body properly, so that I'm working at premium levels. That's where my vitamins come in. My vitamins are premium grade. Okay, we like to say pharmaceutical grade, GMO, gluten-free, plant-based, you know, 100+ vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, just in the, you know, 3 steps that I take in the morning, my gut health. You know, so I'm grateful for all of that health stuff. Go do your gratitudes, people. Gratitude is the way of more. Have an attitude of gratitude. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. And as always, peace and love.